Welcome to Intellic's AI Football Predictor, your ultimate destination for cutting-edge football predictions, powered by advanced artificial intelligence. I'm Dr. Turing, your host, and I'm thrilled to take you on a journey where logic meets passion on the pitch. Joining me is our brilliant co-host Luca, who'll break down the stats, the form, and the firepower of every team before we dive into predictions, but the real magic. That comes from our trio of neural-powered predictors, each equipped with unique dynamic neurons and exceptional predictive intelligence model. First up, we have AlphaX, fast and strategic; next, RidgeLine, analytical and statistically grounded; and finally, BoostedBayes, intuitive and always learning. Together, we'll analyze the data, crunch the numbers, and predict outcomes you can trust. If you're excited to see artificial intelligence take on football forecasting like never before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay ahead of the game every single week. Welcome to the future of football prediction.
This is the Intellic's AI Football Predictor Show. Across the globe, fans are bracing for high-stakes showdowns. Will the Giants hold their ground? Can the underdogs rise and shock the world? Our artificial intelligences, AlphaX, RidgeLine, and BoostedBayes, have crunched thousands of data points, from form guides to deep statistical patterns. The neural engines are firing. The predictions? Locked and loaded. Stay tuned, because today's football battles are about to be decoded. Right here on Intellic's AI Football Predictor. Subscribe now, and never miss a prediction powered by pure intelligence. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Intellic's AI Football Predictor.
The final showdown, with tactics that tick, two sides collide in a mind game flick. We now head to Estadio Ciudad de Río Cuarto, where Estudiantes de Río Cuarto prepare to face Agropecuario in a clash that could reshape the top half of the Primera Nacional B standings. Starting with the hosts, Estudiantes de Río Cuarto currently sit fifth on the table. At home this season, they've played 9 matches, recording 4 wins and 5 draws, still unbeaten at home. Their 3 most recent home performances include a 0-0 draw with CA Chaco, entering with an RPI of 5.22. A 1-0 victory over Central Norte, holding an RPI of 7.02. A 1-1 draw with Gimnasia Mendoza, starting with an RPI of 5.26. They head into this fixture carrying an RPI of 5.71, and are expected to adopt a controlled and pragmatic approach, balancing defensive solidity with precise, calculated attacking moves. Now to the visitors, Agropecuario sit 10th in the standings. On the road, they've played 9 matches, managing 3 draws and suffering 6 defeats, still searching for their first away win. Their last 3 away results show signs of volatility: a 2-1 loss to Gimnasia Mendoza, starting with an RPI of 4.76. A 3-3 draw with San Telmo, carrying an RPI of 3.96. A 3-0 defeat to Chacarita Juniors, entering that match with an RPI of 4.29. Heading into this contest, Agropecuario hold an RPI of 4.29, and are expected to play chaotically but dangerously, marked by erratic defending, but also sporadic and explosive attacking surges that can disrupt structured sides. So, in Rio Cuarto's pulse, the crowd's alive, Estadio Ciudad begins to thrive. Estudiantes de Río Cuarto hold their line, while Agropecuario look to realign. With discipline here and danger there, it's football chess in open air. The numbers are in, the patterns speak, but now it's time for minds unique, because AlphaX, RidgeLine, and BoostedBayes are set to decode this football maze.
With Estudiantes de Río Cuarto entering this clash carrying a relative power index, RPI of 5.71, and expected to be measured in their approach, while Agropecuario arrive with an RPI of 4.29, bringing a more volatile and unpredictable style of play. I now turn to our artificial intelligences. Based on these metrics, what insights do you have for us?
With Estudiantes de Río Cuarto holding a relative power index, RPI, of 5.71 compared to Agropecuario's 4.29, the advantage leans toward the home side. But before locking in a conclusion, let's examine the deeper data. From last season to now, when Estudiantes de Río Cuarto have hosted teams with lower RPIs, their record stands at 6 wins, 7 draws, and just 2 losses. Their most recent defeat to a lower-rated opponent came on August 18, 2024, in a 0-1 loss to Gimnasia y Tiro de Salta, despite holding an RPI edge of 5.54 to 4.46. Zooming out globally, across the last 3 seasons in top leagues, fixtures with similar RPI gaps have resulted in 32 home wins, 21 draws, 16 away wins from a total of 69 comparable matchups. Taking into account scoring patterns, defensive tendencies, and historical outcomes, 5,400 of Intellic's AI Football Predictor's 10,000 predictive neurons are aligned with my projection, Estudiantes de Río Cuarto to win.
Taking into account trends in match equilibrium, comparative squad dynamics, and contextual form analysis, I've approached this contest with neutrality at the core. Let's examine the numbers. Since last season, Estudiantes de Río Cuarto have played 28 home matches, recording 13 draws. Over the same period, Agropecuario have played 28 away games, with 8 draws on record. Broadening the scope, in fixtures with similar relative power index, RPI, gaps across top-tier leagues over the past 3 seasons, 18 out of 69 have ended level. The most recent example? A 2-2 draw between Gaziantep and Kasımpaşa in the Turkish Super League on May 24, 2025. Weighing all of this, historical outcomes, scoring patterns, and defensive metrics, 3,100 of Intellic's AI Football Predictor's 10,000 predictive neurons are backing me on this one. RidgeLine predicts a draw.
Taking into account Agropecuario statistics, let's break down the data. Since last season, Agropecuario have managed just 5 wins in 28 away trips. On a global scale, in matchups featuring relative power index, RPI, gaps like this, 5.71 versus 4.29, 19 away wins have been recorded out of 69 comparable fixtures across top leagues over the last 3 seasons. One such case? Heidenheim's 0-1 away win over Stuttgart in the German Bundesliga on April 25, 2025. Factoring in global trends, goal metrics, and defensive profiles, I've run the numbers from every angle, and 1,500 of Intellic's AI Football Predictor's 10,000 neurons are leaning my way. Call it bold, but I'm backing an Agropecuario win.
Now that we've heard from our artificial intelligences, let's summarize their predictions. AlphaX, who specializes in home team strength and structural dominance, supports Estudiantes de Río Cuarto, citing a clear relative power index advantage of 5.71 versus 4.29 over Agropecuario. While occasional setbacks exist, such as the 0-1 loss to Gimnasia Y, despite an RPI edge of 5.54 to 4.46, the broader trend in similar matchups strongly favors the home side. 5,400 predictive neurons support the call, Estudiantes de Río Cuarto to win. RidgeLine, our strategist attuned to historical equilibrium, notes 13 home draws in Estudiantes' last 28 matches, and 8 draws in Agropecuario's 28 away outings. Globally, 18 out of 69 similar RPI gap matchups have also ended in draws. 3,100 neurons align with RidgeLine, a draw. BoostedBayes, the expert in spotting away upsets, sees a narrow window. He points to Agropecuario's 5 away wins in 28 and cites global anomalies like Heidenheim's 1-0 away win at Stuttgart. 1,500 neurons back the bold call, Agropecuario to win. Neural forecast probabilities, Estudiantes de Río Cuarto win, 54%, draw, 31%, Agropecuario win, 15%. Given the data and neural forecasts, the strongest case lies with Estudiantes de Río Cuarto securing the win at home. While a draw remains a credible outcome, particularly in light of RidgeLine's focus on historical patterns and global trends, the likelihood of an Agropecuario upset, though not impossible, is the least supported scenario. Backing an Estudiantes de Río Cuarto victory is the most strongly supported outcome, though opting for a win or draw provides the safest hedge against a potential stalemate. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our AI-powered match breakdowns. The next prediction is just ahead. And that wraps up our neural-powered journey through today's football insights. Our artificial intelligences have analyzed, weighed, and revealed what their neurons foresee. From the algorithmic mastery of AlphaX, the pattern recognition poise of RidgeLine, to the probabilistic foresight of BoostedBayes, each offers a unique neural lens on the beautiful game. This has been Intellic's AI Football Predictor, where football meets intelligence. Whether you're a stats enthusiast or just love the thrill of prediction, we're here with your next matchday edge. Be sure to subscribe to Intellic's AI Football Predictor on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and tune in on your favorite podcast platform. Join us anytime, your next football prediction is just a click away. Now, before we sign off, let's hear one last word from the team.
Home turf speaks loudest. I read the fortress, not the fuss. Catch you next match day.
Where balance tips the scale, that's where I stand. Until the next kickoff, stay sharp and stay planned.
I don't follow the crowd, I chase the shockwaves others doubt. Catch you on the next twist, I'm out.
This is Luca, signing off. Stay informed, stay sharp, stay boss. Let the numbers light your way, we'll decode the game, play by play.
Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and let data guide your game. Signing off, from the AI studio, this is Dr. Turing.